Hi, guys. Thank you, Steve, so much for being here, and thank you to everyone else who's watching this as a recording. Welcome to the Legacy Collective. So, a little bit of new information for you. So, Marie has decided to transition her organization to Lisbeth. So, what does that mean? I want to kind of give you a rundown of how things are done really differently at Shackley, and this transfer is a prime example of that. So we all know we've come from direct sales, network marketing, and we know like switching teams feels like poaching, right? Like it kind of has like a ooh connotation to it. But in this company, we do things with integrity. We don't poach. Like that is not like the kind of behavior that will be tolerated on this team. So when Marie was starting to look at some new options, we all agreed this will be done with integrity, and whether that means shutting down your account and waiting 6 months or having a difficult and loving conversation with the Realmans, it was up to her. And so this process has been absolutely wonderful and gracious and good. Unfortunately, the Realmans have decided not to participate in the Shackley business opportunity. And so they very lovingly released Marie. So when you switch teams, you actually have to get signatures 6 levels up. And so it went from Andrea to Beth to Pat to Jamie Fitzpatrick to Melanie Mitchell and all the way up to Sarah Robbins. And everybody unanimously agreed, graciously, lovingly. So there was not like an ugly bone in this process. In this body, right? So if you were worried about that, you can just put those feelings to the side because everybody's right where they're supposed to be. So, um, I joined Shackley. I think everyone knows who I am, but hi if you don't. I'm Cassie, and I joined Shackley in October of 2024. And at that time, I made a really difficult decision to walk away from, I guess, the upline of Team Boom and to join somebody that I had known named Jamie Innes. Jamie and Steve Innes, I've known them for a very long time. We kind of came up together. What I was looking for were systems. I knew that I had really strong work ethic, but I just never felt like I could quite get there with body. Um, and I wanted a fresh start. And so I came to Shackley with maybe a couple of people, but I knew that it was going to be essentially completely starting over. And I made that pivot, and it has been honestly the most amazing thing in my life. I was able to match my income. I'm a full-time probation officer. I work in the juvenile field. So I matched my income in my first year, which was mind-blowing. I was looking for something to really fill in the gaps, and I found a second full-time income. Um, and so if you guys remember from multiple summits, like body summits. Melanie Mitchell was the number one coach in the network for like 7 years in a row. And so I knew that by joining Jamie, I would be joining Melanie. And Melanie's systems have been impressive. And so I kind of want to go through what that looks like for you here now that you're on this team and really go through some of the differences between Body and Shackley because I think that there are some um, misunderstandings about the way that the structure of the business is set up. And so I don't want to get too far into like how to work the business or the structure of like your organization because I want you guys to take this information and essentially like go decide, right? You can decide like, is this still a place you want to be? Is this still an environment that you want to be in or a space you want to be in? And you have nothing but choice. So the first thing is, well, I guess, do you have any questions, Steve, about that so far? Okay,
Nope.
cool.
Good.
So the first thing is, and this became blatantly obvious, I think, to maybe people who were doing this at Body, is that there's no space here for enrollment, sit back, and collect. So the way that the compensation plan is structured is to protect all of us from that, right? So there is like a requirement to be using the products, and then there's a requirement to be helping other people get started on the products, right? And so if you are not wanting to do those things, you're not going to collect a paycheck, right? Like you can't just enroll and then hope, like sign a bunch of people up and then let them do the work for you. It doesn't work that way. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that, well, I honestly think this is probably the coolest thing about Shackley is there is no space as an ambassador if you don't want to work the business. Like, there's no benefit to being an ambassador. There's no extra discount to being an ambassador. Um, there's actually more benefits to being a customer if you don't want to work. And I love that they've set it up that way because you came from Body, so I'll just use that as a comparison. We all know preferred customers and filling holes, right? That scramble of, oh my gosh, it's about to be like the clock's about to strike midnight. I've got to fill this hole. I've got to fill that hole. I've got to maintain my rank. There's none of that here. It is very freeing. Like when you are signing someone up as an ambassador, it is because they want to work and you want to work and you want to lock arms and build something amazing together. And that is it. There's no like, hey, will I get more of a discount? Like a lot of people will ask you that. Will I get more of a discount if I'm an ambassador? No. You'll get the same discount as a customer. The only time you get more of a discount is if you're leveling up in your ambassador leadership, right? If you're hitting a certain rank, then you'll get more of a discount, but not just sitting here just to sit here. So that's really cool. There's no left leg, there's no right leg. There's no cycling money, right? Like anyone ever sign anybody up and go, first thing we gotta do is get you to Emerald, and you gotta get somebody on your left and you gotta get somebody on your right. And they're sometimes signing these people up for them. It's like their spouse and their best friend, and they're paying all this money, and then they cycle $14. And it's like, but just wait till the miracle happens. Just wait. There's none of that here. There's none of that here. When you sign someone up and you help them get started on products, you are making a 30% commission right off rip. So it doesn't matter if they sign up with $15 or sign up with $500, and you will have people everywhere in between, and you will be fairly compensated for the time and effort that you're putting into helping people. Okay. So there's no like, well, I hope I place this person on the right side because I hope they end up working. No. Like I built incorrectly when I came to Shackley because I was building as if I was still at Body. So I was trying to get as many people enrolled, and then about, I don't even know when, maybe I joined in October, maybe in June, or somewhere in between March and June, I realized I'm like, I'm not doing this right. And I spent the next 6 months downgrading people so that I could truly pour into them as a customer and have them in my groups and like love on them as a customer because I knew they didn't want to work the business and they knew they didn't want to work the business, but they were in my business before. And it was like, let's shift everybody over. Well, that's not how this works here. And it's not fair to me to have them as an ambassador, and it's not fair to them for them to stay an ambassador because there are perks of being a customer. So I'm going to go through some of those things too. So if you like have somebody who's enrolled under you or somebody who is like, I think I want to join as an ambassador for the benefits of it. It's like, nope, let me tell you about being a customer and why it's amazing. So first of all, free shipping after 150. We don't get that as an ambassador. We get a lot of other perks, but we don't get the free shipping. So that's a really good, great incentive for people who place monthly orders but don't work. Okay. Um, Loyalty. If you don't know about loyalty, it's our rewards program. Means every time you purchase something and you place it on loyalty, you're getting a chunk of money deposited into your account that you can use to spend on full-size products. It's like a rewards program. Ambassadors earn loyalty points between the 1st and the 15th of the month. So it really incentivizes you to, get your orders in at the front of the month. And then after that, you start like you really want to get your orders in between those two dates. Customers can earn loyalty all month long. So they can have an order in the beginning of the month or they can have an order in the end of the month, and it doesn't matter. They can earn free shipping and get that free money deposited into their account. The other cool thing is that you can actually make money as a customer. So most of the time with other companies, you have to be enrolled as an ambassador or for the business in order to make $1. right? And so we have like what's called an affiliate, right? You've heard of that, and it's like if you don't want to build a team, you can be an affiliate, and then you can sell to your friends and family. Well, at Shackley, you don't have to be an ambassador to do that. You have a customer link. So that's kind of a cool thing for people who aren't really sure if they want to be in this space. So basically, what that means is let's say your best friend isn't really sure about the business, but they think that they might have a few friends or family members who'd be interested in the product, so they can use their customer link. And let's say they get their best friend signed up. Their best friend gets $10, they get $10, and they just get a little cash right out of your commission, and their customers are enrolled under you. But of course, Shackley has thought of everything. So if at any point in time your best friend, who has links out to their friends and family members and a bunch of people trying the products, they decide they want to be an ambassador, they can upgrade their account to work the business, and all of those people who enrolled using their customer link will roll right over into their new business. So they're starting with a nice customer base. And I think that's so cool because that's the relationship that needs to be nurtured. So that avoids they sign up, now, hey, I know this is your best friend, or like, let's just transfer them and transfer them and transfer them. Like, it just skips all that
Mhm.
junk and like does it for you. So that's really cool. Um, Now, the other thing is, yes, there is more money to be earned if you want to build a team. Okay. That's just like, and it's not because you're cycling money, it's just because you're helping, like, if
Okay.
I'm helping Lisbeth grow her team and she's helping Marie grow her team and Marie's helping, like, there will be more volume as a
Mhm.
team. Okay. But you do not have to build a team to be really, really successful at Shackley. So you can climb to the top of the commission tier and change your freaking life that way. We have
Okay.
a lot of people who don't really like to build here. Okay. But it's because they're really incredible at sales, right? Sometimes we have people who are really, really incredible at sales and they don't want to be bothered with a team, and that's fine. And they can make as much money as they want. Okay. Other people want to build a team. So there's space for both. Okay. Um, so any questions about that so far?
I have a question. So, if you have an ambassador that has an ambassador under them, and then that ambassador is actually like making sales and has customers, and like the original ambassador that signed them up, they decide to downgrade to a customer, then would that ambassador under them then become an ambassador in your first level, or would it stay
Yes.
where?
Yep. Yep. They roll right on up to you.
Mm.
You will inherit their entire organization. The other really cool thing, I think this Shackley has so many protections in place for people like to not sit and collect and not working. So this is so cool. You guys have heard of director, right? It's like the first like big leadership rank. Okay. It means you filled all your circles in your back office and you've hit 2000 PTV, right? So let's say I'm mentoring Lisbeth and Lisbeth's mentoring Marie. And I'm going for like a big team goal, and we're all working towards it together. And part of this big team goal requires me to have three downline directors. Okay. And Lisbeth is like, Yup, I'm in this with you. And she's one of my downline directors. And she is a downline director. And then one day she just wakes up and she's like, you know what? I hate Shackley. And I hate you. Or no, I'm just making this up. Like, I don't want to do this
Hey,
anymore.
it happens.
Right? Like you just never know. But
Right,
Marie
right.
has been mentored and she's about to hit director for the first time. If at any point Lisbeth drops out, Marie counts as one of my downline directors. So that's
Uh,
called the generation. Okay?
mm.
So Lisbeth would be my first generation director. And if she drops out, Marie becomes my first generation director. Does that make sense? So there are protections in there for me as well, right? Because at Body, I think there was a lot of like you pour into your people, and if you're really smart, you'll pour into the whole team. But there's so much benefit to getting to know the whole downline. Like I mentor my entire downline. I don't care who you're signed up under. I don't care what time you need my help. I work very unconventional hours. I know every single person on the team. I know their goals. I know what they're working towards, right? Um, and then I help them as much as they want my help, right? So if at any point somebody quits, I'm not scrambling to try to get to know their team, right?
Hmm.
So there are lots of protections. But that was a good question. Any other questions? Thoughts? Anyone?
So,
Yeah.
so you make commissioned on the whole team, right? So, in this case, say Marie is your second, right? Or third or whatever, based on your team. But um, so it's on how many levels deep, or is it's different at each level, isn't it?
It's
Stuff
different at each
like level one,
rank,
level two, like
right? So it's
Lisbeth
like,
is level one.
yep. So it's I'd have to pull the compensation graph
I
because
mean,
they
I just a
redid.
concept, but I know it's different.
Yeah, it's
My
like
understanding is
it's
different at
like
each level.
6% plus 2%. So it's like 8% on level one. And then I'd have to look
And
at
it
it.
gets
But
different
level
if
one
you
and level
achieve a
two,
certain level rank too, right? It's
what'd you
different
say?
if you achieve if you're the top, let's say, and you achieve a different rank, then the levels change a little bit, or some
Yes,
levels or something.
correct.
Okay, that's what I'm
Yes.
just wondering. Okay, that's just a conceptually,
Yep. So like the higher
so I
you
understand.
build, the more you'll
Make on the
like
levels.
make on the whole
Got it.
down
And
rank.
it's the
Yeah.
benefit for building a team. Got it.
Yeah, yeah,
Totally get it.
definitely. Hmm.
Yeah, no left and right. Thank God.
Thank God, right?
Left and right thing.
And there's
People.
there's financial bonuses as well, right? So,
Yeah.
um, all the way, I mean, there are so many financial bonuses. The first one starting at senior director, so that just means you're a director who has mentored somebody else to director. It's $1,000 bonus.
Okay.
And every step that you move up after that, it's like 2,000 in your pocket, 2,500 in your pocket,
Mm.
4,000, 4,500, 5,000, and it just
For
keeps going
every
up.
additional director that you have in your downline or person like that you signed up officially yourself. So like if I signed up Steve and then he becomes a director and then like say this girl Kim and then Sarah, there's the $1,000 would be Steve being a director and then Kim would be it would be a higher bonus since she's the second director that I had that stays
So
director.
there's two parts to it. Once
Okay.
you get past that senior director where you have a director, so you'll hear the term legs. That just means how many directors you have. Leader legs, that's what they call them.
Okay.
So there's how many leader legs you have, that's one aspect of it, and then there's how much volume you make as an entire team. So again, this protects you from just one person bringing in all the volume, right? Every single person, whether they're just doing sales, whether they're building a team or just getting started, that volume matters. They
Mm.
matter, right? So, for example, like senior director, you have a director who has like mentored somebody else to director. The whoever's that director with the director needs 2,500 PTV, okay? So they need one leader leg and 2,500 PTV. So let's just say I'll use you and Steve as an example. Let's say you transition over and in June in your first month you hit director for the first time. Okay, that's 2,000 PTV. Then let's say Steve kind of takes off running and he hits 2,000 PTV, right? You're gonna have 4,000 PTV. But let's say you kind of like let your foot off the gas or something, or you have like a hard month or something happens and your own personal volume is only like I don't know, two or 500 or something like that. And Steve comes in with a full 2,000. Together, you'll make that 2,500 and you'll maintain your rank.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Coordinator, that's the next one. You need 5,000. Okay. 5,000. OV, organizational volume. Everybody contributes to that, okay? You need two leader
Wait,
legs
what
for
was that?
that.
What was the 5,000 for? What's that one called?
Coordinator. Coordinator.
Coordinating.
Coordinator. Yep.
Sorry.
And so everybody contributes, not just the leader legs. Everybody on the team contributes. That's every ambassador who enrolls, every customer that you help get started. It's everything, 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 everything from you down. Okay?
So it's always about the volume, pretty much. I
It's
mean,
always about the volume and it's
volume,
about how many people you can mentor to raise their leadership,
raise their volume and their leadership. Yeah,
right? So the only way you move up is if you help other people move up,
got it.
right?
Probably
Does
would
that
have
make
been
sense?
helpful information, Steve, if I knew it, huh?
It's all good, Marie. I get
Surprise!
it. Well,
Sorry.
I work in corporate
Sorry.
America, so I kind of understand how the crap works, But except in corporate America, your boss doesn't necessarily want you to move up, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
They kind of keep you down a
Exactly.
little bit sometimes, and they like hold you
That's the real
sweet.
pyramid scheme,
That's
isn't
the
it?
real that's the real problem because you're trying hard, you're working hard, and they're telling you you're doing a great job, but all of a sudden you're like, "What the F, man? How do I go up? How do I move up?" That you can't move up the ladder. It's super hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no such thing as a ladder. It's the stupidest thing in the world.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, I will say the cool thing is that I've seen the girls who have come over from Body who just like, I mean, they just couldn't freaking get there,
It's hard.
And it was just like getting them to even try Shackley, like they came for the community, right? Like they came to have their family back because they didn't even think that they'd be making any money, and now they're paying their mortgages, you know?
Can't beat
It
that.
seems like it happens way faster than
Oh
Oh,
it
yeah.
took. That's where I was like, okay.
Yeah, so Lisbeth joined in December of 2025, right? December? It was December?
It was like near the end. Yeah, it was like
Yeah, near
halfway
the
through
end
the
of,
year.
so over a year after I joined. And imagine that director's like equivalent to Diamond. I mean, it took me freaking forever at Body to hit Diamond for the first
Yeah, it was like at
time,
least
right?
2 years, I think, for me.
Yeah. And how quickly did you hit director?
Was it it was April, I think.
Yeah. So a
I
couple
thought
I
months
made it in
in.
April and May.
And she
I
came
almost hit
in,
it in March.
yeah, and she built a little bit more every month. And like those circles in your back office, they reset every month. So you don't maintain, right? You start over. Everybody does.
that's
And she kind of came in and she was like, I'm going to do this my way. I'm going to like make intentional relationships. I'm not here to like run towards director. I'm here to intentionally build to director with integrity. And I was like, love it. Let's do it. Meet you right where you're at. It's been amazing to watch her, like all of her customers come return, and all of her relationships strong. All of her communication just, oh, sorry, somebody's up from nap time. Um, so it's just been amazing. And to watch like the other girls who never hit diamond at Body hit director as well and grow their teams. So, and like I was talking to, I think it was Lisbeth and Marie about this. I just did a training for the company on the power of one and how truly like you can be a brand new ambassador here and say to your best friend, "Do you want to learn this business with me?" and lock arms with them and learn together. And I've trained my team on the power of one, and I'll use my girl Marissa Pachetti as an example. She was never a director. I don't even know if she ever made it to Emerald at Body. So she never really like financially got there, but she had the heart for it and she tried and she sent invites and she did follow-ups and she posted on social and she did all the things. She did all the things. She actually really tried. And so she was the last to join. And so she had a girl who was an old friend from high school who decided to be her customer. And then she got on a call. It was one of our extravaganza events, and she heard about the ambassador opportunity. And she was like, I'll do it. And Marissa was like, oh, wow. Okay, well, let's do it together then. So then in comes Katie Baker. And Katie Baker is just I mean, her and Marissa together, powerhouse, absolute powerhouse. Then Katie is like, hey, I think I have an old friend named Julianne who might want to do this. And so Katie signs up Julianne. And Julianne's like, hey, I've got this roommate. And she signs up Jenna. And then Jenna's a school teacher. And then Jenna signs up Arden. And so now Marissa, who has never ever came into this for the team building or
You
anything, she
know,
has 6 levels deep,
wow, that's crazy.
right? And that's the power of one, right? That's the power of one person,
Wow.
right? So it's just been amazing to watch. It's been amazing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's tough. I'll tell you what, since I left Body, I've been kind of in and out, in and out. I moved down here to Florida January of '07, oh 20 of 25
25.
and for a job. For a job. I mean, I have an opportunity with an old supervisor of mine from North Carolina, and it was a great opportunity at 50% more in pay, blah, 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 whole nine yards. So it was great. Is it going to last forever? No. I know that. Reality sucks, but it is what it is. But it's been a nice fill the gap, but I'm looking for something more. I'm looking for freedom. I'm looking for what's the next one. I ain't no youngster here, anymore.
Yeah.
I got you all beat. So,
Well, that's the
um,
other thing that I actually love about Shackley
yeah, it's just
because I
freedom,
I
right?
didn't like looking around and just seeing like everyone was like super young at body, whereas here when you look on those calls, like the ambassadors that are like up on the
Yeah.
stage, they are
Bro,
like
80.
old.
80 years
Yeah,
Yeah.
old.
I
Yeah.
noticed that because that's what I was worried about. Like I sat like literally in my thoughts, which I told you about for like, and I'm sorry, Steve, like thanks for sticking with me, but I was like, I don't know, like, am I like old news or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like if
Sure.
there's like a space for me anymore, because obviously I'm not getting any younger either.
Yeah,
And I
so,
was like, I
I
got
kind
on,
of
I was
held
like, wait,
off.
I was like, what is wrong with me? Like,
You
you
know,
know, the
I like the
great, like
products.
just
I've been using some of the products. It's great. I love the home stuff. It's excellent. I love that
yeah.
stuff because
Yeah.
the stuff you buy on the street is garbage.
And you like the
And
Vitavic, the gummies too. I see you getting on
yes, I
there.
buy the gummy. I like those gummies. Those
Me
gummies are
too.
really good. They calm me down. They're really good. So
Yeah.
Oh, the
they're
cheer
very
up,
good.
chill out.
Huh? The chill out
Oh my
gummies.
God.
Oh,
When they
they're
were out of
so
stock,
good.
I was like,
I just made a big list of all the stuff that I need to get and like
Best invention ever. Yeah, I got to place an order. I got stuff I got to order. So, but it's just I was really gun shy. I was like, yeah, I know I need to find another house, but I was like, after coming off Body, I mean, I was a Star Diamond coach, so I know what it took to get to that level. It was
yeah,
painful,
yeah.
and it was. I was just like, I don't want to do that again. I'm like tired.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to deal with that crap. But I like the products,
That was a
and that's
conversation in our house, like
yeah,
again, like my God. But what was that, 12 years? And then
yeah.
these girls with great systems and support are
It was gone like overnight. I was like, what the heck, man?
crushing
But
it.
Yeah.
I like I like the products at Shackley.
That
A
was
lot of good
fun.
stuff,
Good
so
job.
that was a good benefit.
Have you
For
tried the
me,
BioSteel yet, Steve?
No.
oh,
So what is
That is
it?
like
I
that
haven't
is
tried the
wild.
BioCell and I can't do the
No, that's
sparkling
what I'm gonna get
cider,
the
that
bio.
sparkling
Obviously, I need
protein
You
because I
can't do it,
can't
is that what you
do the
said?
bubble thing. It doesn't sit well with me. So I already
Mm.
know that.
well, I think we're all kind of on the same page with that. Like when I chose to join Shackley, I was pregnant and nobody knew,
Wow.
right? I knew. I hadn't even taken a test yet, but I knew.
Obviously.
I knew.
You know.
And like I did not expect to hit like a couple months into that pregnancy and just be so like my physical body just like shut down on me. I didn't have that like before with my other like I just I couldn't I stopped working out, which I never saw coming because like with body it's like it's workouts and it's shakes and it's
Yeah.
energize, right? And it's the lifestyle. And here I was staring down the end of a double daycare payment and I'm like
Yeah.
I can't even look at wellness the same. Like I need wellness to be something completely different than workouts and energize and shakes right now.
Mm.
And so for me, that it was amazing because I could come in and take gummies. And I could come in and take liquid collagen. And I could come in and like just walk on my good days and have something for pain that was natural
Mm.
and make sure I'm prioritizing protein. And so I started connecting with a whole new community of women who, if I would have messaged them at Body, they're not even responding. Now it's like, hey, do you want to take vitamins and just walk and hold each other accountable? And that was my first group I ran. It was a vitamins, walking, and water group, and I signed like 40 people up for it. The multivitamins like $25, right? And so being able to switch to, hey, do you want a $25 gummy multivitamin and not a $170 challenge pack? Like pushing the package. Here it's
Like, do you
just
want to do really hard workouts? No.
exactly. And like and you know, if you well, if maybe you don't know this,
Like some
Megan
people, like,
Davies, Jericho, and Idealist, they created a new workout platform and they are now partnered with Shackley. So
yeah.
anyone who gets $50 of product gets 2 months of free workouts
Yeah.
um with their workout platform. And it's like for those customers who love Body, great. Body's freaking great. Sure,
Yeah.
continue your workouts with them. Wonderful. But for those who maybe don't feel like they can support Body or do those workouts anymore, like here, you can try these 2 months, right? Shackley doesn't want to be a workout company. They want to offer people the opportunity so that they are a full circle wellness company, but they don't want to be known as a workout company. That's
Mm.
not the role that we want to step into. So this is wellness beyond workouts. This is wellness that looks like home products, right? That looks
Yeah.
like,
Super
hey,
cool.
I'm no spring chicken. Hey, I'm looking for the next step in my life. Hey, I'm ready to retire. Hey, I'm geriatric pregnancy. What
Like
Yeah.
a
what
full
about us,
circle.
right? And that's why
Yeah.
the leaders on the
Yeah.
stage are freaking 80, 90 years old.
Been
And
there
don't look it
forever.
because of skincare.
Like last year at convention, we were like singing happy birthday to somebody who was turning 101.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
And through
Roger, the
that event.
CEO, he's the
Wow.
glue. I mean, Carl could
Roger.
never.
So speaking
Carl
of
could
that,
never.
this one of my the principals at my school, he's got to be like 70, and I was like doing this like giving a test or whatever, and he saw my little like pouch. I got the green one like way back, like the quilted pouch, like last year that they had like as an incentive. I don't even know what it was. And he was like, he's like, oh my god, my mom has been taking this stuff for like Shackley for like, I don't know, like 30 years or something. And
Yeah.
she's like, and I'm thinking to myself, well, how old is your mom? And he was like, oh, she's in her 90s.
Yeah. You hear
And I
that
was
all
like,
the time. Like my grandma used to sell Shackley.
he's gonna
And
be
Carl,
he's gonna be
he
my husband.
hand writes anyone who turns 100 a handwritten letter.
Roger does that. Wow.
Roger
Roger.
does that. Like
Because he
the
gets relationships. That's the
he
thing. It's
cares
all
about
about
it. And
relationships. He
the
cares.
like last year, I
Gotta write me a letter, Lisa.
praise I made it on the top 25 trip. And you know how like at Body it was like, oh, the top trip you go to Bali or wherever you're going to
Yeah,
like the
top
water.
10
It's
or
like
whatever it
beautiful
was.
oceans and whatever. No, our top 25 trip, you earned a spot to serve. We went down to New Orleans, Mission,
Wow.
and we pounded the freaking pavement, sitting
That's
with
cool.
people home in like in the homeless community,
Almost. Yeah.
serving people addicted to drugs meals. Roger was there with us, and he walked up to somebody who was just sitting on the sidewalk in just absolute shreds of clothing, and he was like, hey, my friend, do you have a place to stay tonight? And he was like, not tonight, I don't. And he walked him side by side back to the mission. For 2 days we packaged boxes of foods, bags of socks, sandwiches. We met people. It wasn't just like don't look them in the eye and go hand them a lunch. It was go break bread with these human
Yeah.
beings and love them. And that's the top 25 trip.
Because you never know what that's going to turn their life around. You just never know. They might all of a sudden come to you and say, hey, how
Right,
do I do this thing one day?
right.
You're going to be like, what the hell? I just saw you, blah, blah, blah. How did you?
Exactly. And then the
Right?
people who go to the mission get to work there when they're, sober and whatever. And
Sure.
it's like that
That's
is the
cool.
kind of company with the kind of integrity that I can be like somebody's like, "Oh, are you with an MLM?" Damn straight I am. And
Yeah,
this
you're
isn't
a
a
different kind
pop-up
of animal.
company. We've been around 70 years, right? So this is
Yeah.
like it's so exciting to bring people in here because you can truly stand by how it's operating, the foundation of how it was built, and what we offer. So,
Yeah, it's nice to have somebody who cares about people. That's the key at the end of the day. Carl didn't give a rat's ass about anybody, so excuse my French,
nope.
but he didn't.
That's why I said he could never.
The
He could
ego,
never understand this style of living.
ego is edging God out. That's how I think. And that's what he did. He edged
Yeah.
us all out of the company.
Yep.
Sad, but it is what it is. Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So,
it sounds good. It sounds positive. So
so
good things I like.
next steps, right? Oh, this is another cool thing I forgot to say. And this is kind of the same thing that is part of your next step. If you're like, you know what? Yeah, the ambassador opportunity, this is where I want to be. I'm still wanting to build. I want to build different. I don't want to kill myself in the process. Like, it's a hustle still. It's a healthy hustle. It's not a sign your friend up and drain their bank account just to hold a spot. Like, we're not doing any of that crap here. So Melanie Mitro, her systems are bananas. They're just proven to work time
Mhm.
and time and time again. She onboards all of our people. We
She did
have
that.
every month a new ambassador mentorship. So for
Where's
somebody who
that?
is,
Is that in
yeah,
is that in the group or is
It's
that
in the
like
big
another
group.
place?
I
Oh,
think it's in the big
never knew
group,
that. I
Marie.
never knew where that was.
The
so there's a
team.
chat. There's a chat thread for the people who are part of it. And so what it is you register and you will go through weekly trainings for 4 weeks. They're all recorded. They're all over Zoom. I think they're at like 11 o'clock a.m. You can get on live or catch the recording. And then each week you'll have an assignment. There will be a training with an assignment. So if you're relaunching your business, that's where I would start. The June Ambassador Mentorship. And that's going to help you tell your story of why you're here, how you got now here to the point of relaunching. And like that way you don't have to feel uncomfortable about, well, I've just been sitting back, like not really sure what to do with this opportunity. It will give you the exact system to use to relaunch. And we also have, because the world is moving towards the direction of AI and chat GPT and these types of things, we actually have a chat bot. So it was created by us for our team. And what the chatbot does is like, let's say you have a brand new ambassador and like my team, we are working people. So most of us work full time. Most of us are like teachers or counselors, probation officers. We work and we do this in pockets of time. So sometimes when we bring somebody else on, our schedule might not line up with when they're available. And so we have this chatbot that can take them through like, okay, did you set up your back office? Yes, no. Okay, if no, here's how you do it. Go do it. Okay, I'm done. Click a button. Okay, did you set up your direct deposit? Yes, no. Okay, no, here's how you do it. Go do it. Come back. I'm done. And so it onboards them that way, right? And there's also things like we've seen you take like a new ambassador who's in their 70s, no idea how to do social media, never done this before, and she makes her first post and it's just like a terrible flop, right? And then it's like, oh no, and she like it's like her like friend likes it and is like, good job, honey, or whatever, and like doesn't get any traction, doesn't go anywhere. So you put that all into the chatbot. What are you trying to say? And it's going to ask you questions. Who are you trying to talk to? What are you trying to share about? What's your favorite product? What do you want people to do when they see your post? What's a keyword that they can comment? And it just puts it together for you. So she reposted that same post, this same 7-year-old ambassador, and it was like 100 comments of people
Wow.
wanting information because it just helps people learn the algorithms and the things that is just so
Yeah.
difficult. We also have a school of social media. So
And the
for any of
chat
your
bot is
people,
in the main her like ambassador group.
the new ambassador mentorship is going to walk you through everything that I'm sharing about with you today. So you don't have to like have anything set up yet. When you go through
But I'm
the
saying like if I don't want to do like I already did all that other stuff, but I just want to know like where the chat bot is, like where's that?
I have a
Like
link for it.
oh,
But even though you've done all that other stuff, I would still recommend
no, I'm
the
going through it again. I'm just saying like set up your like direct deposit. Like I
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
that's just like the first two questions. That's just
okay.
getting you started. But yeah, I would definitely recommend the June Ambassador Mentorship because it does do a very detailed breakdown of the compensation plan so that you can understand how to earn, whether you want to sell or build or both.
Good.
Get it.
So there's a lot of really great information in there and it will help you just relaunch. There's also a lot of incentive for hitting director for the first time. So Steve, if you've never hit director for the first time, if you kind of come back in June and you're like, hey, I want to hit the ground running, and you hit in, is it June and July for him? Because he enrolled not recently. Um, then
June and
then
July, from what I've read, because he's never
yeah.
hit director before.
No.
Yeah, there's a new incentive that they just launched. So like there's tons of incentives for relaunching your business right now,
Okay.
essentially.
Cool.
We have convention coming up in Nashville. If you can make it there, you should make it there. It's August 2 through 4. And I can get you all of that information. What else was I gonna say? Oh, the last thing I was gonna say, and don't freak out when you see that I'm your direct upline, Marie, because somehow in the transfer they accidentally put your entire organization under me, and so it should be fixed by Monday.
And I got some
I
random person
still,
put under me who I don't even know.
Yeah,
I reached out to her and she was like, it was an accident. They're fixing it by Monday. I was
yeah,
like,
they'll
oh,
fix it. It'll be fixed. It's all good.
That's technology for you. You never know, right? Things happen.
mine's just as all, my whole thing's blank.
Like I work for
What
an
is
AI
mine?
company, so I know
Like
full well
all,
what
like it
happened.
doesn't
See?
show me like my customers or any of my people anymore. It's just all gone. I think that's just, it's just all gone. So it'll probably just take a couple of days to fix. Like it's
Hmm.
just blank.
Hmm. Maybe it's when it transfers, it takes a little while for the
Yeah.
system. Yeah, I work for an AI company, so I know full well the
You
issues.
know then.
I know full well the issues
A
that go
couple.
on.
The other thing, and I just want to say this, if you're selling, but you're not making, like if you're not getting the products for yourself to use, that very first circle, I'll log into my back office to show you because I just want to make sure you guys know this. Um,
That's a 75.
75 active volume. You
Okay.
have to be doing that monthly, or your paycheck will go to your upline.
Oh, whoa.
So like I never got it though, Steve, because I didn't have, so I just want to like speak up on that. Like I never had 75 PV because I had all those samples. So it passed all the way up to above me for
Well, I used
month
to
for
see
like
those things, 50 volume, and I'm like, is she
I
still?
never
Oh my
but
God.
I showed on the board because of all I was showing like 200, 300, 400, whatever it was
Yeah.
on that board because Diane's customers, Michelle, you ordering. I'm
Yeah.
like, why did I stop getting paid and nobody responded? So I was like,
So
I
because you
left.
didn't order, it went up to Pat
Yeah.
or Annie or whatever, or
Hmm.
Beth or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And they're
The
not
whole
doing it now?
time. And that's why I left the group. You should leave that if you want to, like whatever. I mean,
So
yeah.
you left
Oh,
the
well,
group.
yeah,
I
because you're
noticed you
not,
made the
so
comment of like, why ain't I getting paid? And I'm like, uh-oh, what's
Yeah,
going on? I'm like, what's
this
going
is where
on?
I like came out of my eternal like slump like last month, and I'm like, what's happening? But yeah, whatever.
She goes like, why
and
am I not getting
like,
paid? I'm like, you got volume. Why are you not getting paid? That's
yeah,
so
and
strange to me.
and this is like the awkward part of
I need to
it,
go find my
but
charger.
like, I would ask that you do leave those chats because you are not on that team anymore. You know what I mean? So like, Pat is under Jamie Fitzpatrick, and like that has like we're a completely different team under a completely different leader. So you would
Ah,
need to like leave Pat's chats.
We were
Does that make sense?
yep.
Yeah.
We were in the Fitzpatrick Legacy.
So I do have a team chat. Um, I typically like to add people in there once they've hit their first bonus, their first Star Club bonus. And if that's something you've done, I would love to have you be a part of that chat. But you let me know what you want to do. I want you to
I
take,
am
I
out
know
of
it's a
that chat.
lot of
like
info.
re-hitting them with you because I got like 4 or 5 of them when I first started, and then I just stopped doing it. Like I can show
Yeah.
you on my thing.
Oh yeah, you should definitely join our team chat, but like
Or you want
because
me to
Marie has taken she didn't just pivot, she pivoted and she brought her entire organization with you. Like the team pages that you're in and like the team chats that you're in, those will be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I removed myself from that chat, so I'm out of there. So
Okay. Wonderful.
Now about the Facebook group, I have to look. But
No,
I'm
we
in
stay in
Melanie's big group.
Melanie's Facebook group. We stay
The
in that
team
one.
page. You'll stay in that one. That's the big because like
Yeah.
both Jamie Fitzpatrick and Jamie Innes are under Melanie, so that is a resource that you'll keep.
Okay.
But beyond that, you'll be added to
Oh,
new
you're
ones.
saying like your team page, like you'll put me in your team page, like once I hit a star bonus. Like what do I have to do? It's not like what was that? Like
No, I'll add you today. No, I'm gonna
I was
add
like,
you
now I
today.
feel like I have FOMO. I'm like, what do I have to do? Like what's
No. My team chat, like for a brand new
Oh yeah.
ambassador, like you and Steve, you're more than welcome. I
It could be overwhelming for a brand new person though.
for a brand new person, yes, thank you.
So, and
That's
Oh,
you
what
guys will
okay.
know that too. Like, I know we're still recording, but like Steve knows this. Like, I freak out about stuff and then I just like do it. Like, I got to get it because I was like, oh, wait. And then I'm like, so I don't really get overwhelmed. I do, but it's like short, like lived.
Well, then she'll attack it. She'll attack
Yeah.
it and go, okay, now this is what once you start doing it, you figure it out, Marie. You're pretty good about that.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys have any
Oh,
questions before I stop the recording? Because I probably
no.
should
Yeah,
stop.
let's stop it.
Okay. Oh, I almost just